Good evening. My name is Marquitta Leonard, and I'll be giving you a persuasive speech on our vote 2020. And hopefully, after this speech, I can have everyone aboard and agreeing with me that you should all get out there, register to vote. My first adult memory took place in November of 2000. I walked into my local polling facility and wanted to vote in the 2000 presidential election. The presidential election was between President Bush and Al Gore. I got to the polling facility very excited, had done all my research on both candidates, and was ready to cast my vote. My excitement quickly turned into a little bit of disbelief because I had completely forgot to register to vote. Luckily, I was from the state of Ohio, which allows same day voter registration in order to vote. So I was able to register to vote and cast my vote on that day. In accordance with World Review, in 2016, the following states, such as Texas, West Virginia, and Oklahoma, had a low voter turnout rate. Now, when I say low voter turnout rate, approximately only less than 55% of the eligible voters registered to vote and actually cast a vote. Our vote is important. Our vote matters. The importance of voting and the history of voting. Our first presidential election took place in 1789. George Washington won that election with 69 electoral votes. In accordance with Britannica 2018. The importance of the vote is all given to us from the Constitution of the United States. It is the people's will. It is the people's right. The Congress, the government, and all elected officials are placed there by the people for the people. And that is what makes this so important. As as of 2016, in accordance with yourdictionary.com, there are currently 99 democratic countries worldwide. Democracy is such an important tool. Democracy allows the people to make the choice, and that we are one of the 99 countries that practice democratic beliefs is outstanding and astonishing. So please take pride in that. Take use of that. Go register to vote and cast your vote. So now I'm going to talk to you about the multiple ways to register. You can register online, but please understand that restrictions might apply. Some of those restrictions might apply as if you don't have a social security number issued to you or you do not have a state ID issued to you. So it'll be very hard to cast that, do online registration with an out-of-state ID. And this is in accordance with the free, fair elections. You can also print out your documentation if you have an out-of-state ID, and you can print it out, fill out that information, and mail it into your local voting registration office. All of these offices can be found on vote.org. Or you can register at a facility such as myself. I'm currently in Virginia with an Alaska driver's license. So I went to the local register office, filled out the paperwork, and was able to turn it in right there on the spot. We just had World Voter Registration Day, where there's massive amounts of events going around the city. Where they were at the grocery store, they were at pop-up tents to try to get everybody to register to vote. Casting your vote. Now you know the history. Now you know how to register to vote. Now let's talk about casting your vote. So there's 3 voting options. You have the early voter option, which is currently going on right now. I know in the state of Virginia they have it where you can actually walk in. The lines are still pretty long, but you can walk in and cast your vote before November 3rd. For all of the military people or people that's out of their home records, you also have what's known as the absentee ballots. In accordance with most states, absentee ballots have already need to be in or the deadline is quickly approaching. And then of course, you have your in-person, which you have your local voting offices, you have schools, you have churches. You just go on to Google and type in nearest polling site next to you, and this will pull up all of the polling sites for you. There's currently some voter registration deadlines in accordance with voter.org right now. Alabama's voter registration is October 19th, as well as California. Colorado is October 26th. Connecticut is October 27th. and Virginia is October 14th. Voting is very important. If you don't think that your vote matter, you are wrong. Right now we're coming up where times are uncertain. I'm not here to tell you rather be Republican or rather be Democrat. What I am telling you is to cast your vote. Your vote is important. Make your voice matter. Speak, put the right officials in the office who will do what's necessary for your community. Um, get out and vote. That's all I can say to you. Especially November 3rd, we are less than 1 month away from presidential election, as well as placing certain Congress and Senate members in office. I am not affiliated with no party, nor am I telling you to go to certain parties, but I am telling you to get out there, register, and vote. Thank you.